Metropolis shines with bright promise as the legend of Superman takes center stage. On this title page, a new adventure beckons, bold, heroic, and larger than life. Action Comics No. 20 bursts forth with the Man of Steel in dazzling glory. A gigantic contest and 2,000 prizes promise excitement to come. This is the most outstanding comic strip of today, Superman. The stage is set for truth, justice, and the heroic spectacle ahead. Metropolis trembles as an elevated railway groans under impossible strain, the city held in a breathless instant between disaster and deliverance. A strange caped figure streaks forward and plants his bare hands beneath the failing steel, holding the massive structure aloft as the train rumbles safely through. The onlookers stare in stunned disbelief before he vanishes into the night. Seconds later, Superman drops from the sky into a shadowed alley, his heroic silhouette dissolving into darkness. There he becomes Clark Kent, the mild Daily Star reporter slipping into civilian clothes.
And now to get that story into print before the rival reporters scoop me.
Later, in the managing editor's office, Clark leans in with hopeful urgency, still riding the rush of his latest scoop.
Remember, Chief, you promised me a vacation for my next scoop. I'll have to amend that to a vacation mixed with business. Take a train to Hollywood and send back some movie news.
And so, 2 days later, Clark Kent finds himself in the glittering movie capital, where bright lights and hidden secrets wait just beyond the smile of the marquee. Metropolis glows with bright promise as Clark Kent arrives at Colossal Films Studio, where glamour and danger share the same spotlight.
This is my press card. Will you permit me to enter now?
That's different, step right in.
Inside the studio, a tour group gathers among towering sets, hushed and wide-eyed as filming begins.
Quiet now. If you're silent, you'll be permitted to watch the filming of a scene starring Dolores Winters.
Only Clark's telescopic vision catches the hidden threat, an assassin seizing a trailing rope high above the scaffold. Clark jerks into action a split second too late to look ordinary, and the killer careens downward in a deadly plunge.
Look out.
If it hadn't been for you,
Come on, you, get him out of here.
I owe my life to you. How can I ever thank you?
by permitting me to interview you, you see, I'm a newspaper reporter.
Then I'll expect you to call on me tomorrow night.
The next evening, Clark returns with hope in his step, only to be turned away at the door.
But I tell you, Miss Winters invited me to drop in and...
Sorry, she's not seeing you or anyone.
Metropolis glows with promise as a reporter pushes for answers at the doorway, but the air is already thick with tension. That evening, as Clark retires, frustration shadows his thoughts. He saved her life, only to have the door shut in his face. The next morning, the papers explode with a new headline: Dolores Winters is retiring from the screen. But that night, on the glittering waterfront of Metropolis, a laughing crowd of movie stars, writers, directors, and producers boards the Sea Serpent for a lavish send-off. A glamorous celebration is underway, yet beneath the music and lights, danger may already be sailing in the dark. Metropolis glitters under the night sky as a glamorous party buzzes with laughter and champagne. But beneath the music, Dolores is making her quiet escape.
I've achieved enough of it, and so I'm quitting.
As the crowd grows louder and more distracted, the moment slips by unnoticed. Dolores vanishes into the shadows while the celebration drifts ever farther from shore. Suddenly, the ship begins to move out to sea, and uneasy heads turn in confusion. Something is wrong aboard this bright, glittering night.
What's the idea, Dolores? I haven't time for cruise.
Then the trap springs shut. Machine gun-armed men burst in, surrounding the guests in a flash of steel and menace.
You will all kindly raise your hands.
In an instant, celebration becomes terror. Metropolis has been plunged into danger, and the night is only just beginning. Metropolis shines by day, but beneath the bright headlines, danger is already gathering. A single act of violence will ignite a scandal that shakes the city to its core.
I get it, this is a novel stunt to liven up the party.
I warn you, stand back.
Cece shot him down in cold blood.
And if you others don't behave, you'll get the same medicine.
The next morning, the Daily Star explodes with headlines that turn panic into outrage. Then, out at sea, the truth grows even darker aboard the missing sea serpent.
Hand me that microphone. Here's where I broadcast a message that'll startle the world. Attention world, Dolores Winters broadcasting from the Sea Serpent. On board my vessel, I hold captive some of the wealthiest people alive, and if their relatives wish to see them again, they'll have to pay plenty.
$5 million in ransom, an audacious crime of staggering scale. In the glittering waters beyond Metropolis, the greatest mass kidnapping ever attempted is already in motion. That evening, Clark Kent strolls toward Colossal Film Studio under the bright lights of Metropolis, where glamour hides a growing danger. I'd like to know that information myself, but you can see from my press card that I'm a newspaper correspondent. Even if you were the King of Siam, you couldn't enter tonight. Sorry, those are my orders. Denied at the gate, Clark retreats into a shadowed alley and sheds his disguise, revealing the Man of Steel ready for action. It's time Superman went into action. Get going, I tell you, no one's entering the studio tonight. You don't say, they say there's an exception to every rule, and in this case it's me. With the guards charging after him, Superman vaults high into the night, vanishing beyond the building in a breathtaking leap. Metropolis watches as the impossible becomes routine. I haven't played hide-and-go-seek in years, but it's still a lot of fun. Wait, what the no sight of him, where is he, Jim? If you ask me, Jim was seeing things out of his own imagination. Metropolis gleams below in the night, and Superman scales the studio administration building like a living bolt of hope. Inside the studio manager's office, panic simmers as he waits for a ransom message that may come too late.
I wish that ransom message would hurry and come. I'm rapidly going daffy.
Outside the window, the Man of Steel watches from the shadows, his gaze fixed on the man he's hunted at last.
I've found my man.
With a blur of motion, Superman slips into the adjoining room as if the air itself has opened for him.
What in? It materialized right out of the empty air.
A message flashes into view from Dolores, and Superman's eyes harden as he focuses through walls no human eye could ever pierce. Over the manager's shoulder, he reads the demand: place Juve Million within Buoy near the center lighthouse at 12 o'clock midnight. The countdown to danger has begun. Metropolis gleams below the night sky, but danger is already in motion. Superman reaches the rooftop as the guards close in around him.
So here you are, I knew I wasn't imagining things.
You haven't got me yet.
Get him, he's climbing toward the roof.
So long, boys. Better luck next time.
Superman's figure sails out into the darkness, swallowed whole by the night and gone from sight. The stunned guards can only stare after him in disbelief.
Did you see that? He whizzed away like a rocket. You must all be dreaming.
Later that night, near the Sentinel lighthouse, the water lies black and cold beneath a watchful moon. Just minutes before midnight, another threat comes racing in. A motorboat speeds toward the lighthouse, carrying fear, ransom, and a desperate plan. Superman spots the boat and plunges beneath the waves, waiting for the next move in the darkness. Metropolis is quiet above the waves, but beneath the waterline, Superman waits in the cold blue depths, patient and unshaken. A buoy is dropped from the motorboat, and the vessel turns away into the dark as if trying to vanish into the night. Minutes crawl by 15, 30, 45, and the Man of Steel remains submerged, watching, listening, refusing to be fooled.
Can it be that the note was a hoax?
Just when it seems the trap has failed, a submarine erupts from the depths, gleaming with menace. A magnetic ray flashes out, seizes the buoy, and drags both it and the ransom money inside the vessel in one deadly motion. Superman surges after it, overtaking the craft in a powerful sweep of motion, then climbs aboard and clings to its side as it vanishes toward an unknown destination. Minutes drag into hours beneath the waves as the submarine presses onward through the dark. Metropolis is far above now, but danger is closing in below the sea. 2 hours since they scooped up the boy. Where in the world are we headed for? At last, the answer reveals itself. The sub glides into the mouth of an underwater cavern. In the hush of the hidden chamber, Superman releases his grip and follows in silent pursuit. He rises into the air-filled cavern, climbing to a ledge where he can watch unseen. Below, the smugglers believe their secret is still safe.
Hello, any results?
Yes, we've got the boy.
The ransom-laden body is lowered into the cavern, heavy with stolen wealth and greed. Superman's eyes narrow as the trap is set to spring.
Now that you've got the ransom money, will you let us go at once?
Don't be fools, I never intended to release you alive.
Metropolis may shine like a dream, but here beneath the earth, terror flickers in a hidden chamber. Superman stands before a madwoman's trap, where one wrong move could mean death for the helpless.
Those helmets on your heads are attached to a control board. One flip of this switch, my gullible ones, and you're all electrocuted.
Let go of that switch, Dolores.
Superman, but you'll never reach me in time.
The stalagmite strikes home amid shattered wires, and the deadly current is broken at the last instant. Dolores snaps the switch closed, but her advantage has vanished.
Why don't you die?
Because I broke the electrical connection.
Back or I'll burn their faces to a crisp.
No, I believe you'd actually do it.
Metropolis glows beyond the shadows, but inside this hidden lair, the air is tense with menace. Superman stands face to face with a horror he thought he had buried forever.
You are indeed perceptive, Superman. You thought you had killed me in our last encounter, didn't you? But look, as you can see, I'm very much alive.
A sudden flash of recognition strikes the Man of Steel. Those blazing eyes. There is only one being on Earth who could possess them.
Ultra, but I saw you die myself.
My assistants found my body and revived me with adrenaline, but my recovery could only be temporary.
So Ultra's plan turned monstrous. Dolores Winters was kidnapped, her young vital body stolen to preserve his twisted mind.
We're deadlocked, either you leave or I'll scorch the captives at once.
But Superman reacts in a heartbeat. Drawing in all the power of his mighty lungs, he blasts the torch out from across the chamber.
You blew it out.
In the sudden darkness, the balance shatters. Superman steps forward like a force of justice unleashed, ready to end Ultra's fiendish career of crime. Metropolis gleams under a bright sky, but beneath the surface of the sea, danger still lurks. Superman plunges deeper, hunting a fugitive who refuses to surrender.
You'll have to catch me first.
You won't get away this time.
But once underwater, even the Man of Steel finds only silence, no trace of Ultra anywhere. He must have as many lives as a cat. Rising back to the surface, Superman finds the prisoners have turned the tables on their guards in a burst of courage and chaos.
Now you've really raised M. Nice work. You can enter the submarine now and get back to land in safety.
I guess you no longer have any need for me. Wait, I'll give you a fortune if you'll star in the movies.
Sorry, not interested.
Back in Metropolis, Clark Kent reports to his editor after a vacation that ended with a remarkable scoop. The city is safe for now, but somewhere out there, Ultra's shadow still may linger.